everyone. Today we will discuss about Bohr's atomic model. In last session, we already discussed about the two atomic models, Thomson's atomic model and Rutherford atomic models. There were some drawbacks and limitations in their atomic model. So there is a need to explain the structure of atom with the different models which was given by Niels Bohr's atomic model. So let's start. Niels Bohr was a Danish physicist and a student of Rutherford. He explained the structure of atom by comparing his model with the planetary system. It also called as a planetary model because he explained that electrons are revolving around the nucleus. He gave exact position of the electrons in the atom, which was not given by Rutherford. So what are the postulates of Bohr's atomic model? He explained that the spectral lines are produced by atoms one at a time. Means if it is an atomic spectra, not molecular or compound, if it is an atomic spectra, it will give a single line. Means by that we can identify which atom is there and how is the arrangement of electron. Single electron is responsible for each line. Then he modified Rutherford model. Actually in Rutherford model only nucleus position of atom given, but modification was done by this Niels Bohr. The quantum laws also apply to this structure of atom given by Niels Bohr. He said that different states characterized by discrete values of angular momentum and energy. It means that the discrete orbit or shares have a particular energy in which electrons can revolve. It has fixed energy and it is in the increasing order. What we can say, the shell 1, 2, 3, it is arranged with increasing order. See the structure of atom given in front of you. At the center of the atom, nucleus is present, which is consists of proton and neutron, positively charged particles proton and the particles which are not having any charge called neutral particles neutron, and together these protons and neutrons are called as nucleons. Surrounding that nucleus, electrons are revolving. These are present in orbits, also called as shell. Now Bohr's model explains the different shells, these orbits and its capacity also. He has given the serial number 1, 2, 3, 4 and named as a K, L, M and O. Now how the capacity of this shell determined? He has given one formula, that is 2n square, small n. That small n is a number of shell. For example, if we consider K shell, it is the first shell of an atom. So if we put the value of n is 1, so 2 into 1 square, that is 2, capacity of K shell is 2. Same for the L shell, capacity of L shell 2 into 2 square, that is 2 into 4, 8 electrons. So in second shell, 8 electrons should be filled, not more than 8 electrons will enter into the second shell. Like this he determined capacity of each cell by given general formula 2n square. Third shell having capacity 18 electrons, that is M shell. Next concept is valency. Valency is what? It is a combining capacity of an atom to give, accept or share electrons to achieve the octet state. Octet state means its outermost shell should have minimum 8 electrons. But this octet state is exceptional for helium. We are not using this word for helium, only duplet. Helium having maximum 2 electrons in the last cell, and we can say that the helium, the atom or the element is a inert gas. So valency, the tendency of an atom to donate, accept or share electrons to complete the outermost shell with the 8 electrons, and should follow octet rule, octet state. So hydrogen having atomic number 1, that 1 electron is filled in the first shell of hydrogen, valency also 1. Oxygen, atomic number 8, configuration 2, 6. It is having 6 electrons in last shell, but valency should be 2. It is not 6. Why it is not 6? Because atom is having tendency to accept electron. Any atom can donate 2 electrons to oxygen. Instead of, it will donate 6 electrons to other. So valency of oxygen is 2. It is a non-metal type. These are the subatomic particles of atoms: electron, proton, neutron. Here example of carbon is given. Carbon atomic number 6. So its configuration, distribution of electron is 2 electrons in the first shell and 4 electrons in the outermost shell. And its valency is 4. Carbon is having tendency to share electrons. It will not donate or it will not accept 4 electrons to complete the shell. It only share 4 electrons. What is the reason behind it? Why it will not donate or accept? Because the size of the carbon atom is very small. It is difficult to hold the 4 electrons if it will be accepted by others. Even it is difficult to have the 6 protons inside, means 6 electrons in the first shell. So it is only sharing electrons, it will not donate or accept electron. Next, structure of fluorine. It is atomic number is 9. So distribution of electron, that is for electronic configuration, is 2 7, having 2 electrons in the first shell, 7 electrons in the last shell, outermost shell, and the valency should be 1. It required 1 electron to complete the octet. Next, neon. Neon atomic number 10, configuration 2 8. There is no need to donate or accept electron by this neon because already its last shell is completed. So here valency is 0. It is a noble gas. So in this way, Bohr explained the structure of atom.